some points in that last inning with the judges.
Now, with Baruch being at the back to the top of its order, we have Matthew D'Onofrio stepping into the batter's box.
Yeah, he's key. He's got to get on base, set the table. So hopefully he's very patient at home plate and looks to get on.
And he's very patient as he got the first called ball. Takes a hack at that one, and it just goes foul.
Yeah, there's some parts of the lineup that are crucial. This is one of them where he's such an important table setter for the Bearcats to get on.
And we have the pitch, and it's hit dead away to straight. It's under it. He makes the out.
To get D'Onofrio out. Not an easy thing to do. Consistently through the season, when he's had his 3-4 hit games, it's been a tough out.
D'Onofrio coming in hitting 247. But as we have the next batter, the first pitch is away, and the first hack at it is a foul ball.
Yeah, it's very important that Mendoza gets on. I know in his mind he'd like to hit it out of the ballpark. But Mendoza has to get on because he's a tremendous threat to steal.
Looks like he's trying to hit that ball out the park.
Yeah, he can do that, but given the strategy, Coach Torres would like to see him get on and allow Daley and Hilaire to bring him home, and start a rally.
Yeah, speaking to that point, Mendoza, he's batting .315 currently right now as he tries to poke that one into right field, but it goes foul.
I'll tell you what, if that would have been fair, there's a chance he could have gotten inside the park home run.
Wow.
That would have looked like it was headed for the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, with his speed, that could have been trouble for John Jay.
Now with the 0-2 count, the pitch, Mendoza fouls it off. He's fighting. He's making that pitcher work.
Yeah. From a mechanical standpoint, sometimes he'll move his head, and also from not being patient, he'll swing and pitches out of the strike zone.
Mendoza kind of reached out there on that one. As they're trying to come in for the foul ball, and the right fielder just drops the ball, but
looks like a foul ball.
Looks like a foul ball.
Yeah, that was a great strategical thing by John Jay and how they played Mendoza. He was right there. A little bit of a run, but good attempt.
I know it's like every time you have an opportunity to get an out, you don't want to give an opportunity to Mendoza who can get on and really run.
Yeah, if you're John Jay, you don't want Mendoza on the base paths. It's really hurt opponents.
All right, that's the 0-2 count pitch. Just skips in front of the catcher, and it's a ball. Mendoza will live to see another at bat.
Yeah, this I know it's only the bottom of the third, but again, this is a big out for John Jay.
As the 1-2 count, you have the pitch. Mendoza pokes it out into right, but the right fielder looked like he's getting under it, and he makes the out.
Yeah, that's a good defensive alignment by John Jay. He was positioned right there. Didn't have to move very far. But here's the thing, Jamal. D'Onofrio out. Mendoza out. We're down to the possible third out. Nobody on base. So this is really something that's got to concern Coach Torres about the offensive output.
All right, as the pitch from the Bloodhounds is a ball, we have Jasdeep Buttar stepping in.
He had a good first at bat with
Yes.
that double to the opposite field. Again, he's going to the opposite field. That's going to be foul. But
Yeah.
this is we keep saying there's another key at bat because for the John Jay pitcher, he now in this heavyweight fight, he's got the edge. He got two big outs, and if you can get Buttar out, that's 3 up, 3 down of some good hitters.
And that should really bode well for his psyche if he's able to pull that off.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Psychology, enormous game here with the ramifications. What's at stake. So far, again, we got a tight battle.
Now we have the pitch. Jasdeep takes a hack at it, but he just hits it foul.
Yeah, so the count is even.
Yeah.
But what we're looking at now, Jazz really has to have good mechanics and really wait for his pitch.
Patience may be his key right now.
Yes. He's a big part of the Baruch attack.
We have the 2-2 pitch and hit right to the second baseman. And he throws it to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Bloodhounds. And now that was the end of the third inning. The score is now 1-0, the Bloodhounds.
The Bloodhounds won that round.
Now it let me get back into the account.
Oh, it did? All right, we are back we're back with the action. Top of the fourth, we have Dylan Luadanato stepping into the batter's box. And
Fazio, again, like the Bloodhounds, they made a statement. So 3 up, 3 down. So let's see if Fazio can now make a counter statement and have a 3 up, 3 down for the Bearcats.
And if he could do that, that'll break the stretch of having a runner on for the first 3 innings. And I could imagine what that would do for his psyche.
Yeah, if he could get on a roll, he can be really tough. Because if you see some of his outings this year, once he gets locked in,
and we have a hit into the gap over in left field. Now we have the runners taking second, and he's going to stop right there.
Yeah, that was a pitch that right over the plate. And from the John Jay standpoint, he got a good pitch, and he capitalized. So we've seen some good at-bats, Jamal, from John Jay so far. Of course, some of the hits, gappers for John Jay. Now we get back to how does Fazio recover from that. Now, also, can John Jay advance the runner to third?
Yeah, especially right now with the leadoff double.
Yeah, and nobody out.
Yeah.
So now it comes down to strategy, situational hitting, situational defense on the part of Baruch. Daley's in. Buttar's in, so expecting a bunt.
And he's had a trend where he's gotten into jams and he's gotten out. But this one right here is a tough one because with no outs on at third base, you could have a strategy of just getting the runner over. And with a sacrifice fly, he could be right in for the score.
Yeah, again, 1-0 can turn into 2-0 very quickly.
And we got the call strikeout, 3 pitches, and he got on a roll with that facing that batter, and he got the strikeout.
Well, that's a bad at bat for John Jay because, listen, that batter's job, you don't have to hit it out of the ballpark. Just hit it to the right side and let your teammate get to third. And then we'll worry about getting him in, but he's closer by being on third.
And as we have the pitch by Fazio, it's called the ball, and we have for the Bloodhounds, C.J. Mayer stepping into the batter's box. Ooh, that one came a little bit in on the batter there.
You notice Fazio coming inside.
Right.
That's another thing that he's got to be careful of, that hit by pitch situation, that free pass to.
The 2-0 count, we have the pitch, and it's a call strike.
So at 2-1, again, he's just got to now retake this power game.
With the 2-1 count, we have the pitch. We have a foul going out of the park, foul ball. The count is now 2-2 with Fazio with the opportunity with the strikeout.
Yeah, this would be big for Fazio and the Bearcats if they can get out of another possible scoring threat by John Jay.
And Fazio, back-to-back strikeouts. This one coming in inside on the batter.
Well, look at what has occurred. That runner has not moved from second.
Nope.
As 2 outs. So that's got to say something about the strategy of John Jay and the inability of John Jay to play situational baseball.
And the first pitch is a call strike by Matthew Fazio. And so far, I mean, these last 2 at-bats are kind of like going back to the second inning when we see that little stretch with the last 2 at-bats when he got the strikeouts. He's kind of starting to fall into that nice little groove.
Yeah, this is going to turn out to be big if he can get out for the Bearcats in the bottom of the 4th, because again, their leader, righted the ship, and if that doesn't motivate you to get going, there's a problem. So again, I keep saying this is psychology playing out, batter by batter.
And Fazio with the 0-2 count. Just pitches outside, and now the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. It's a huge at bat. Runner on second, 2 outs.
As he digs in, the pitch just outside. The count is 2-2.
Yeah, if Fazio can get it's a big victory.
I wonder if he may go inside, seeing that he went outside the last 2 pitches. And there you go, the pop-up fly.
Yeah, just out of the reach.
Just behind.
But he's coming in hard, and this hitter for John Jay is really, really, really he's Diaz. He's really got show me something here.
Yes, he's
because
fighting.
Fazio's coming in hard, and pop up.
And it's Fazio with the 2-2 count, the pitch, and he gets the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. He matched the Bloodhounds pitcher with that one, and with 3 great strikeouts after getting into the early jam.
Right. So that was huge again, because there was some sense of urgency. The alarms were ringing, runner on second, nobody out. But great job by Fazio. Now we have to wonder what was in the mindset of John Jay. Inability to get the guy over and inability to bring him home. 1-0, middle of the 4th. A lot of opportunities for John Jay to extend the lead, but they haven't done that. So good for Fazio. And a chance now for the Bearcats to capitalize on that moral victory.
Yes, and moral victory it was. It should liven up the batters. It should get them a little pumped to see their pitcher go out there, get into a jam, pitch get 3 extra batters to come his way, strike them all out. I know they might be wanting to go up there and reward him with getting him some runs on the board.
Yeah, and Coach Torres, he would love to have home runs, but again, play small ball.
Right.
Each batter, do your best, get on. Let the next guy up, advance you, and start to accumulate runs. So again, don't try and change the score in just one at bat. Just small ball, good at bats. That's why you practice during the week.
Right.
That's why you put in your reps. Really, and now as we get on in the game, each at bat is bigger.
And now we're getting to the bottom of the fourth inning as we have Dan Daley stepping into the batter's box, and we have the first pitch, and it's away, ball one.
Daley, very dependable hitting, no matter what the situation. So this is big for starting a rally, getting the momentum, switch to the Baruch side.
And now we have this next pitch, and it looks like it gets him just inside as that's going back behind the plate, foul.
That jammed him.
Yeah, speaking of Dan Daley and the fact that the Baruch Bearcats need to focus on getting hits, he's one of the 2 players to have a home run for them this season.
Yeah, he hit one out against Lehman.
And we have the next pitch. The count is now 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, he sometimes is patient, sometimes he's not patient. So let's see what he brings this at bat.
We have the pitch, just tapped off the bat. It's going back to the pitcher over the first, and Dan Daley is out. That's 4 straight outs for the Bloodhounds.
That's a concerning thing because Daley, a very, very big part of the Bearcat offense, whether the driving runs get on. So that's another big out for John Jay.
Yeah, they're now moving into we have Edwin St. Hilary at the plate as he foul tips that.
Edwin lately, flair for the dramatics, can hit the ball out at any time. So this is a big at-bat for Baruch and also for John Jay. Could be a big out for John Jay, but this is one of the key guys in the Baruch lineup.
Yeah, Edwin St. Hilary currently right now is a leader in hits, RBIs, and as well as home runs.
Yeah, great young man, great teammate, knows the game, great outfielder.
And we have the pitch. He looks like he wanted to send that ball out.
Yeah, it's just one swing, he can tie this game up.
Yeah, I just saw it. It almost, if it could have stayed just a little bit to the right, that one looked like it was going out.
If you're John Jay, do not give this guy something to hit.
Okay, I guess we got a little bit of chatter between both teams. I guess the umpire is coming in and giving a warning.
Yeah, in the competitive arena, you're going to have some emotions. But again, sportsmanship is everything. And, the umpires want everybody to comply with sportsmanship. And
yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate things. Kind of just pauses the game and
have
a little meeting for a little while before we get back to the action.
Yeah, in the heat of battle, of course, things are going to happen, things are going to be said. But at the end of the day, when guys are outside the white lines, you shake hands and you're representing your school as a student athlete in the best way you can. And really, win fairly, I guess, is the
right.
That's what we're looking for. But again, John Jay looks like, again, they really haven't had any situations where they've had to show how they are with adversity. They've been, this pitcher really been on his game. But this is a big at-bat. I know we're going to keep saying that big at-bats, but Daley, from the middle of the order to Hilaire, big at-bat.
And now we have the 0-2 count as Dan Daley steps out the batter box. He gets back in. He digs in, and he's looking like he's ready for the hit. And foul.
Yeah, so Hilaire, he's battling, and it's no secret he's waiting for his pitch. The other non-secret is he's looking to hit it out.
Yeah, especially on the last hit to the left field.
Yeah, he's got 3 home runs on the year. He had an incredibly dramatic home run against Westchester, at Westchester.
And that, just fell in foul. Almost got in there. That would have been a solid hit just to get him on base.
Yeah, well, he's had some near misses, but this is a really good at bat. It's a must out for John Jay. To get the other team's big hitter out, that's a psychological win.
With the 0-2 count, we have the pitch. And it's just outside. Now the count is 1-2.
Yeah, that's going to get some jowls from the John Jay side.
And we have the pitch. And it's a call ball. The count is now 2-2. Dan Daley, after a couple of hacks at it, now worked the count back up to 2-2.
Yeah. This is a good at bat. He's waiting. He's waiting for his pitch. And the other thing is who's going to win this battle between pitcher and hitter? 1-0 game. Momentum can easily change.
With the swing of the bat. Good dive stop by the second baseman as he goes over to first. And he gets the out.
Really good play by the second baseman. And even better play by the first baseman, Garcia, to pick that. So, that's really so important in a game, Jamal, when teams help themselves defensively as well as offensively and help the pitcher.
All right.
Because that was a hit and putting a capable base runner on base in Hilaire.
We have the next. And the batter up for the Bearcats is Angel Acevedo.
Angel, again, it's no mystery, has emerged as a big bat in the Bearcat lineup with just hits at the right time.
The 2-1 count. We have another pitch outside. The count is now 3 balls.
Obviously, Acevedo not a threat to run if he gets on, but John Jay would hurt themselves by giving a free pass, which they've done to Baruch.
Seems like
Baruch has a base runner, and a pitcher's worst enemy is the walk or a free pass to first. So, although not a threat, if Baruch can get an extra base hit, Acevedo could score and tie this game up.
Now we have for the Bearcats stepping in, we have Donovan Hunt.
Very, very clutch hitter.
The first pitch, it's a call ball.
Very capable hitter. Can easily tie this game up with one swing of the bat. So hopefully he's patient.
We have a hack, and that goes foul.
Yeah, looked like our statisticians almost got a souvenir.
Yeah. Our camera guy almost got a little startled there as soon as he seen the ball flying back at us. 1-1 count, and we have the pitch, and it just misses, and we have a call strike with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, so this again, each at bat is a little movie in itself because how's it going to play out? Is a pitcher going to get out of it? Again, Baruch, all it takes is a little bit of a rally.
And they could potentially tie this one up. And the pitch goes right back to the shortstop, flicks it over to the second baseman who gets the out at second. And the Bloodhounds get out of this inning, leaving one stranded for the Bearcats.
Yeah, so in that inning, Baruch's inability to drive in a run, that's something that will hurt them if they do not correct that. But John Jay's ability to get out of a little bit of a situation, that's something that may help them going forward. So at the end of 4, we've seen each pitcher kind of have some turbulence, but so far it's a very even game. We haven't seen the long ball, but we've seen left on base occur, and that starts to mount. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of runs.
Seems like it may be an old-fashioned pitcher's duel out here today.
Old-fashioned pitcher's duel. But it's nice to look out. We can see the boardwalk from here in the booth, and it looks like people are out. I don't see many bathing suits, but see a couple of boats. And there's no doubt that Coney Island is in a ready mode now with the rides. And also Nathan's. You have, of course, Wahlburgers has a place here and Applebee's. But great place to come to watch the Bearcats play. And then afterwards, go to eat with your family.
Or even if you brought the beach towels with you, could just go and sit on the beach and just have a good old afternoon.
Yeah, nothing, Coney Island.
Has it all.
Yeah, the myth and legend of Coney Island.
As Matthew Fazio gets ready for the first pitch, we have a call strike.
Yeah, this again, let's see what Fazio, how he is here at the top of the 4th.
All right, he stepped off the mound, and now he's getting ready to throw his next pitch. And just foul off the bat of Jason Gonzalez for the Bloodhounds.
Yeah, Jason a little ahead of himself there. Let's see how patient he is because Fazio's come out throwing hard.
And Fazio with another strikeout. Fazio is now falling into a little groove here.
Yeah, John Jay, I don't think their strategy is to be up there looking. In that particular at-bat, that's what happened. He got called third strike. I would think that the John Jay coaching staff wants aggressive at-bats. Also make Fazio work.
Yeah.
Don't just let him stand there and throw because he'll throw more strikes than balls.
Yeah, especially after that first inning when he gave up that one run. He's pitched fairly good right now. He has 6 strikeouts, only giving up 4 hits. So he's really rebounded very well today. As the pitch is in, the count is now 3-0. 3 balls, 0 strikes for Fazio. He may look to get a strike on this pitch here. And he gets the strike, and the count is now 3 balls, 1 strike.
He's not done yet. Again, let's see what how this at-bat unfolds. So he's back to a full count.
It's a good way to work himself back up there.
Yeah, Napier, again, this is from the John Jay standpoint, every at-bat's key, how patient you are.
And with the payoff pitch just inside, as Napier will be taking first base with the walk.
Well, here's the situation again. A free pass to first. What is John Jay going to do? Can they advance the runner and get him around? So far, Baruch has been successful in not allowing that.
And now with the Bloodhounds returning to the top of their order, we have Zach Hyde stepping in to the batter's box with Fazio with the pitch, and it's a called strike.
Yeah, be interesting to see if John Jay goes to a possible stolen base or hit and run. Yeah, it
All right. Foul tip. Foul ball going out of the park, actually.
looks like Hyde was trying to go to right field on that. What he wants to do is stay out of the double play. But what Baruch wants a double play here.
And that's Fazio with the 0-2 pitch. Strike out. And as the catcher tries to go to first to get the base runner leaning, he gets it to first base, but the base runner was able to get back in time.
Yeah, that was almost a disaster for Baruch, because if that ball gets away, that gets you to second. But inability of John Jay to move the runner, 1 out, 2 outs, but again, runner at first.
With Davila stepping into the
Fazio's
base.
got a great move to first, so I would be very concerned if I was John Jay not to get caught napping here.
So we have Davila stepping into the batter's box. Fazio getting set and ready to throw the first pitch. And we have a called ball. The count is 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, I look for Fazio to either go low and away or keep it inside. You know, again, keep it in the infield.
Now at the pitch, the ball is low, and the count is 2 balls, no strikes. Fazio really battling out there. His 2 outs so far has been strikeouts, pushing his total to now 7 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, strikeouts is his best friend. But
Just outside with that one, the count is now 3 balls, 0 strikes.
of course, the enemy here is the free pass.
So he gets ready to throw a strike. All right, Fazio's on the board with a strike. The count is 3 balls, 1 strike, with 1 runner on, with 2 outs in this inning. As he throws the pitch, the ball is hit well by the Bloodhounds, but
Yeah,
just foul.
He was out in front of that. Fazio got away with one.
Fazio lucky that hitter hit it foul.
Yeah,
If he would have got on top of that, it could have looked like a big hit for him.
That could have been extra base hits and scored a run. But again, Fazio's been in this situation before, 3-2, and he's got quality out pitches.
Fazio digs in. The
All right,
payoff pitch was not there, as the base runner will take first base.
Runner was going, but that's a good eye. A good at bat by John Jay.
And now, stepping in for the John Jay Bloodhounds, we have Brian Garcia, first baseman.
There's no doubt that he's he's a bopper in the Bloodhounds lineup, and he's going to be called on to clear the bases here.
And the first pitch is a ball. Fazio now with 2 men on, with 2 outs. The count, 2 balls, no strikes.
If Fazio can get out of this again, opens the door for Baruch to really feel good about themselves and really look to take over the game. Your pitchers had some adversity. In this case, first and second. If he can get out of it, opens the door for an attack.
But with you knowing that your pitcher has gotten out of all of these jams, at what point do you figure out it's the right time to either go to the bullpen or leave him out there?
Well, I would leave Fazio out there because I believe he's such a warrior that it's not his fault. He's really done his job, but I would stay with him as long as I can. And like sometimes you say when you go to war, who's in your foxhole? I would like Matt Fazio in my foxhole.
That's a high praise.
But again, when you look at the whole picture, it's the hitters and their at bats for the Bearcats.
Matt Fazio with the 3-1 count.
Yeah, 3-1.
Wow.
See,
With the ball going into the outfield.
See, Baruch just got careless in terms of their ball handling, and now puts a John Jay runner on third. So you have runners on the corners, first and third, and here we go again with that cat and mouse. 3-1 count. Does Fazio get out of this?
It's a lot of pressure on right now as he delivers the 3-1 pitch. Just outside, the bases are loaded.
Well, Jamal, that, a base on walks, loads the bases, but, still Fazio can get out of it.
Right.
That at-bat didn't hurt him in as much as it drove in a run. But now you got to think, okay, bases loaded. This is even bigger looking into the bottom of the fifth, because if he can get out of a bases loaded jam, Baruch, hey, another opportunity. So this has got a lot to do with the present, but also the future.
And Fazio delivers with the first pitch strike. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Bloodhounds. Can Matthew Fazio get out of this jam? We're going to find out. As we see in the third base, runner trying to get off of the third base.
Now what we have to look for is a possible wild pitch or pass ball. So Sean McNamara, very capable defensive catcher. He's got to keep the ball in front of him, because that guy, he is starting up down that third base line.
And he looked like he wants to go home. With the pitch. All right. The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. This is Matthew Fazio's moment.
Yeah, so this is huge from a Bearcat standpoint and huge from a John Jay standpoint to open the game up.
And he gets the call strike on the corner, leaving 3 men stranded. The bases are loaded, and Fazio is able to get out of the jam.
Well, it's a great job by Matthew Fazio. Exactly what you would want to happen. But you got to question John Jay getting called on a caught looking what that, you just got to put the ball in play and see what happens. It could be an error. You can get on first base. So after 4.5, it's again a heavyweight fight. Each boxer's taking hits, thrown hits. It's anybody's game, Jamal. 1-0, and it's now if I'm Baruch and I'm Coach Torres, I tell the guys it's your moment now. You just get out of a bases loaded jam. If you're ever going to do something, it's now.
No, I agree. This is the time for them to do it, and if they're going to be successful, they need to do it now. It's either you fall in as a batter, like when you're not getting those hits and you're not producing or moving people over, does that fall in your psyche and it dawns on you as a player?
Yeah, well, that's been a problem for the Bearcats. If you look at each game, is one game they'll have 15 hits and 15 runs, and they're just a juggernaut. And then all of a sudden their bats will go cold, and I don't want to use it's kind of a limp lineup, if you will, where there's just no production. And then a guy like Angel Acevedo has to really pick it up, because again he's not kind of the known guy. So good for him being able to pick it up for other hitters.
And now in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Bloodhounds pitcher threw his first strike, and we have for the Bearcats, Michael McGarity stepping into the
Grody he's a very capable batter. Again, he's not going to hit it out, but we're going to be using terms like mustard bats now. Again, you got to make a statement. You knocked on the door a couple of times, but not really. Baruch hasn't threatened. But so Grody's got to start it off here and get on.
And if they could, I know that would only boost the confidence for.
So that's a weak fly out, and puts more pressure on the next batter, because that's what this is about now. Pressure as we get on in innings. What's at stake? We know what's at stake. But now pressure's on Sean McNamara. How does he respond to nobody's on, and he's got to get on?
It's a lot of different. Seems like there's a lot of different strategies when it comes to baseball, and I guess psyche plays a big part in it. Like you said, that last fly ball puts a lot of pressure on McNamara to get on base. So he takes a swing at that one and just misses.
Yeah, it's all, Jamal, it's all situational. Every at bat is a chess game unto itself. Pitcher making a move, batter making a move. But in a simplistic way, it's just a matter of base runners. That's it. In a 1-0 game, this is probably not going to be a 8-8 game, but it's, every run is so hard to get. But it starts with each at bat. So McGrody did not do his job. Now it's, again, even more pressure on McNamara.
With a 3-1 count and just hits the ball foul. And now it's a full count with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now, on a reverse, each at bat's even more important for the Baruch defense and pitcher because it's gaining that control factor.
The ball, we have a call. Strike.
Yeah, on the outside corner.
Outside corner.
So John Jay got one there. That could have been debatable. But now when we talk about the John Jay side of the story, this pitcher's getting outs.
Yes, he's battling.
Again, he hasn't been hurt defensively. He's left players on from an offensive standpoint.
And from that very first inning when they were like really getting on him, getting some hits, getting some good at bats, it's kind of tapered down from now, and he's getting some pretty fast outs now.
Yeah, and again, we've been analyzing each at bat. There was pressure on McNamara. Now, even more pressure here on D'Onofrio, because D'Onofrio is a big bat in the Baruch lineup, and now with 2 outs, it's crucial that he gets on and keeps the inning going.
With the 1-1 count with 2 outs here, he takes a hack at it, and it's right over to the second baseman who muffs the ball but is able to gather it and make the throw over to first.
Yeah, this is an uncharacteristic day for Matthew D'Onofrio because he usually makes good contact, hits the out. The ball really hasn't traveled, nor has it got to the outfield. But again, 5 innings in, and Baruch's still in the game. But you got to hand it to John Jay and their ability to get outs and keep Baruch to 2 hits. Pitcher hasn't hurt himself by walking a lot of batters. So in going to the top of the 6th, Fazio has proven he can get out of jams, but let's see. Let's see if he can keep John Jay to just the 1 run.
So now that Fazio has been getting out of jams, he's been proving to you that he is that rock-solid pitcher that he is. Now it's from a strategic standpoint, how do you ride that wave until you know, okay, go to my bullpen? What's the first signs for you?
Well, first of all, Baruch has got to keep John Jay to 1 or, keep the game close for Fazio. Now, let's face it, offensively, Baruch has just got to mount attack or attacks. Fazio's doing his thing because he's limiting the run production by. But so I wouldn't be concerned about his, being taken out of the game because I don't think he's the problem. It's the run production and the ability to keep John Jay to a minimal amount of runs.
Fazio with the first pitch, call, strike. Fazio is now falling into a groove here, and he's looking good, people.
Yeah, Fazio is. We're not concerned with Fazio.
Strike 2. All right. And with the 0-2 count, here's the pitch. And he gets the call strike. He gets the batter swinging. That is Charlie Rodriguez going down on strikes for the Bloodhounds.
Yeah, so that's a big at bat because again, it's keeping that number one and really puts it on the Bearcat offense,
More pressure on the Bearcats offense.
which they've shown lots of offense this season, and they have the capable hitters to produce offense.
So we have the pitch just inside 2-0. 2 balls, 0 strikes with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, these hitters are, they're ahead of themselves, and I see Fazio's in control.
And Fazio is now 2 balls, 1 strike as he gets the pitch in. Foul tip. We have 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out with Fazio with the opportunity to get a strikeout here.
Yeah, Fazio is not the problem here.
And Fazio, back-to-back strikeouts. He is really settled in here. His total for tonight with strikeouts currently stands at 10 strikeouts on the day. Very well starting out from that first inning. He's been pitching very well.
Very impressive how he's gotten in and out of adverse situations. But I'd question John Jay and their strategy of not trying to lay down a bunt or something, to 1 run is by no means a cushion.
Do you think that maybe since they've been having some success with hitting, that they're just going up there and just wanting to keep swinging that bat against Fazio today?
Yeah, looks like because I have not seen a bunt attempt. They did get on by being hit by pitch, but
we have a pop up. The center fielder's running back, the left fielder's running back, and the ball drops in.
That was I think that was a catchable ball.
Yeah.
But I think that Donovan possibly could have lost it in the sun. It is bright out there, but it was a catchable ball. D'Onofrio was closing in on it, but it looks like Donovan Hunt called him off, and could have caught that. So that gives John Jay a runner at second. We've been in this situation before. Can John Jay bring this runner at second in? Last inning they had the bases loaded.
Or can Fazio get out of this inning and get his team out of here without giving up any more runs?
Yeah, once again, huge if Fazio gets out of this situation and opens the door for Baruch to
All right, we have a pop-up fly, and the catcher goes back behind the home plate, and he's able to get the out. Fazio with getting out of another jam here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Fazio again. He's done it so many times today. And Baruch going into their half of the inning has all the motivation they need. Your pitcher's your quarterback. He's your leader. If he did his job, well, you got to turn around and reciprocate and do your job. So it's not like we're asking Baruch to, score 7 runs. We're asking them get on the board and then just get a lead. Fazio, and he can take you to the finish line.
And he's so far since the first inning, this guy has been pitching like a bona fide stud out there. 10 strikeouts. He's been getting players on and shown his team that he could get these players out. So let's see if the Bearcats can give him something to work with right here.
Yeah, this is an uncharacteristic offensive showing, but we also have to give credit to Christian Rodriguez, who has really pitched a good game. Hasn't really been in tough situations like bases loaded or rallies from Baruch, but he's found a way himself to get out of it. He's had good help in the defensive category from his teammates.
As the first pitch from the Bloodhounds, we have a pop-up over to the right behind first base.
Well,
first
Mendoza has not produced this game, and to take it a step further, it was essential for Mendoza to lead off and get on and allow Daley and Hilaire to bring him home in the middle of the lineup. So this is the inability of Baruch to put runners on and advance them. Now, can we say there's pressure on Jasdeep Buttar? Yes. He's a leader. He's a veteran. Can he come through?
Yeah, currently today with a double, he's currently batting 500% with the earlier ground out at his last at bat.
Yeah, that first at bat, he lined a double to the opposite field. That was classic Buttar.
Now you have next the 0-2-pound pitch, and Christian Rodriguez
he
gets the strikeout for the John Jay Bloodhounds.
Again, Rodriguez doing his part.
And he's been doing his part. His current stat line, fly out 7, ground out 7. This is only his third strikeout, so he's been doing it in a variety of different ways.
Yeah, so again, Daley, the big guy, came in batting .349, an RBI guy, can hit the ball out, bottom sixth, big at bat.
The count is now 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. So
I'll tell you, I have to just go back. Mendoza, if he could get on or could have got on, he's the guy that immediately can tie this game up.
With a good hit off the bat, but right underneath the right field.
Yeah, so give Rodriguez a lot of credit. He has done it over and over, has not really had to withstand any damage from the Baruch bats. So give Rodriguez a lot of credit. But, Jamal, what really shows up at you when you look back at this game was D'Onofrio not making any noise, Mendoza not making any noise, and then the guys that could take the game over themselves, Daley, Hilaire, and again, our magic man, Acevedo, really hasn't had at bats where he gets on, which he's done as of late. And the bottom of the lineup hasn't done anything to help out the top of the lineup. So that we, again, inability of Baruch, but let's also give credit to Rodriguez on the John Jay side.
He's pitched a very good game, but we are underway. This is the top of the 7th inning, and as the pitchers get ready and warm up, this is a pivotal match for the Baruch Bearcats today. If they win today, they will go into the CUNYAC playoff as the number 2 seed, so a lot is riding on this game for them, and they look to pull out this win. They've kept the game very close with 1 run, only giving up 1 run, and Fazio pitching a marvelous game since that first inning, and they look to continue that trend, and hopefully they can put some points on the board and walk away with the win today.
Yeah, historically, when we get down to tournament time, it's been Baruch and CSI. But this year, looks like some other people want to come to the party. John Jay being one of those people.
Fazio steps in for his first pitch. He gets another call, strike. He's been starting off these past couple innings very well and getting strikes early and often.
Yeah, so that's a week out to second base and Grody. So Fazio and the defense are doing their part, And again, in a 1-0 game, this is very interesting. Is John Jay going to do anything out of the character that they've shown? Is there going to be any bunt attempts? Or are they just going up swinging?
And now we have a pop-up. Fazio getting 2 quick outs early in this inning.
Nothing out of the ordinary. I wonder, some teams just don't believe in the bunt. There was a game early in the year, CSI, with a really chance to tie a game, bases loaded, chose not to use the bunt. So some coaches don't use the bunt. But with Daley and Buttar playing back, you might think that would be something to think about if you're a John Jay hitter.
And the bunt only puts immense pressure on the other team to make sure to come over and make the play as they're hustling to get to that ball.
Right. I mean, it's not necessarily an easy play, both the play and then, of course, the throw. And if the batter's got any speed, he's halfway down the line.
As next pitch comes in, the count for Fazio is now 2 balls, 1 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Fazio, again, 2 easy outs. That time, the hitter way out in front. So Fazio's in the hitter's heads. There's no doubt, especially when these guys are ahead in their swing.
Let's see what pitch he gets ready for with the 2-2 count. And the pitch just fouled off. Just fouled off by John Jay's R.J. Davila. Now the count is 2-2 as the Brook Bearcats. Fazio gets ready for the pitch. Just outside the count with the full count. The count is 3-2 with 2 outs.
Let's see if Davila is actually going to swing, because a lot of these guys have been called out on looking. All right, well, that's a good at-bat by Davila, working at a walk. So it doesn't seem like much, but a walk can, frazzle Fazio here. So let's see. Did it not mean anything, or could it get him out of his groove?
As Fazio with the first pitch, outside, 1 ball, no strikes, with 1 runner on in the top of the 7th, with 2 outs. As Fazio with the next pitch.
Now, things to look for in this situation if you're John Jay. Do you hit and run? 2 outs. You want some insurance runs. Is that something the coach is going to employ?
And when the run is on.
Well, that looked like
a hit
and run situation. So, have a feeling even if he would have missed that, the base was stolen, he had a good jump.
And that's the key to stealing the base. Not always sometimes speed, but always that very good jump.
Sure. That first step. But if you're John Jay, you have to really play situational ball here.
If the 1-2 delivery, John Jay's.
Yeah, that was outside.
Brian Garcia really reached out for that pitch right there, try to get that one.
Yeah, that was outside. So that's good for Fazio.
That means he has these guys looking at his pitch and is reading them. It's outside. He may come back inside on this pitch here. Woo! Fazio getting out of the next jam that he got himself back into. But nonetheless, another strikeout for Fazio. His total currently is up to 11 strikeouts for Fazio. This guy has been dealing ever since that first inning.
Yeah, he's been great, and he's been great lots of times this season when given the ball. My concern, once again, is the offense production today. Baruch, your pitcher's given you a heck of an opportunity. But again, 1-0 looms very large here. Is 1-0 enough for John Jay today? Because Rodriguez has been outstanding himself.
Yeah, it's been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel today here at the baseball park. Matthew Fazio, 7 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 1 run given up, and 5 hits. And for John Jay, you have Christian Rodriguez with 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, but many of his outs came on fly balls and ground outs today with 8 flyouts and 7 ground outs.
Yeah, if you're John Jay, you're very pleased. Of course, you would always like to score more runs, but you're very pleased with the overall effort of your team. But if you're Baruch, you're saying, hey, what about the games when we scored 15 runs and we had 15 hits? Did you guys leave your mojo at home? Did you not drink the protein drink that you've been drinking?
And we're ready for the bottom of the 7th inning. After the 7th inning stretch, the score is 1-0. The Bloodhounds are up, and the Bearcats are up to bat. And we have a call strike, a swing and a miss by the Bearcats, Edwin St. Hilaire.
A key batter, no doubt, in the Bearcat lineup, middle of the lineup. We mentioned he has hit 3 home runs. He's capable of tying this game up. But, again, can he get on base?
St. Hilaire with a very powerful hit going back into left field at the warning tracks, and it is gone. Talking about tying up a game. St. Hilaire came into the batter's box and did just that, Joe, with the home run over to left field, left center. The score is now tied 1-1, and that run that Matthew Fazio been waiting for all day has come in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, that couldn't have been scripted any better, Jamal. Talk about theatrics. Here is a key at bat, and your guy.
Oh, we have a double hit to left field, and that is Angel Acevedo.
Well, Hilaire comes through as well expected, and your other recent production guy, Acevedo, comes in with an opposite field double. So a lot of the players, if you will, in the Baruch script are now coming and playing their characters.
Yeah, and what perfect timing, to get 2 extra base hits with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. This is looking like the tide may be turning the Bearcats, and this is a time they need to capitalize and try to see if they could get some more runs in.
Well, this is exactly what John Jay didn't want to happen, a home run. Next guy up, all uncharacteristic of what's happening with Rodriguez all game. Now, for Baruch, we've been waiting for 7 innings for this to play out. Your bopper, whether it's Daley or Hilaire, hits one out, and you have a tie game. And then your guy of late, Mr. Production, Acevedo, gets on with a double. So now we're starting to see the Baruch team that we know or have come to know.
And now I've seen a couple of the John Jay pitchers get up, and they look like they're making their way over to the bullpen. Looks like the manager for the Bloodhounds is looking to make a change soon or get his pitchers prepared. And now, with another hit, a very aggressive first at-bat hit for Donovan Hunt. It's directly hit to the left fielder for the out.
Yeah, Ramon Murata is in pinch running for Acevedo at second. He is your speed guy, arguably the fastest guy on your team. So a hit probably scores Murata from second. But again, if you're Baruch, you're looking to advance him at least to third. And if you're Donovan Hunt, arguably you want to hit to right field. So that ensures Moretta going to third. But now we're in a situational situation. Tie game, we need a run. Got a guy at second. One out.
And currently batting is Michael McGarty,
Yeah,
second baseman.
He's a good guy up there. Contact hitter. We don't need him to hit the ball out. Get Moretta over to third, or hopefully drive him in.
Let's see, as we have the 1-1 count, 1 out for the Bearcats. And here's the pitch. As with the opposite field hit, it's drifting foul, and it lands in foul.
Well, if you saw, Moretta was in motion. He was on his horse. And again, that drops in. You got a 2-1 game. So that's what we're looking at here. Advance Moretta to third, or drive him in.
All right, now Christian Rodriguez is sizing the Baruch Bearcats. McGarty up. He's looking to deliver the 1-2 pitch. McGarty's in the box, patiently waiting. And here's the 1-2 count. Oh, Christian Rodriguez steps off, trying to watch the runner there, trying to hold him.
If Rodriguez can rebound and get out of this inning, that's a big thing for John Jay going forward.
And the pitch is going opposite field, but it looked like it's going right to the right fielder. Is trying to read the ball and makes the out. He almost lost it in the sun there. He had to go and look for it, but he was able to grab it.
That was too shallow for Moretta to try and tag to third. Well, is there pressure on this next Baruch batter? I want to say yes, because you got John Jay on the ropes. They took a hit psychologically this inning. They were, strolling along. Looks like we have a pinch hitter. John Paul Cataro. He's a utility guy, second baseman, and capable bat. So 2 outs, and Moretta second, 1-1 game.
These where all that hard work and practice comes in and pays off in these moments right here.
Well, the first thing, if I'm John Jay, I'm watching. Do I don't. Well, do I give Moretta third? Yes, because again, there's 2 outs, but okay.
Oh, we have a wild pitch.
Well, we just answered that. He got the third anyway. So, okay, so he's even closer to home now. RBI situation for John Paul. Would you say this is huge? Yes, because, again, these opportunities come rarely, having a man on third, especially today.
And we have a call strike. The count is now 2-2.
Yeah, this would be huge for Rodriguez and John Jay if he can get out of it. Took a hit.
With the 2-1 count. His delivery. And just on the corner, the count is now 2-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, if he can get out with just 1 run, we have a new game.
And here's the 2-2 count.
If I'm John Jay, I'm really trying to be protective at the home plate for a wild pitch.
Here's the pitch, and straight to the shortstop. He's corrals the ball and goes over to first and makes the play. The Baruch Bearcats, although leaving that 1 runner at third base, we had Edwin St. Hilaire coming in, hitting the home run to left center field. The Baruch Bearcats tying up this game. We have a 1-1 game on our hands, people, and this game is looking like it's living up to all of this billing.
Yeah, that was huge. Hilaire delivering as he has. He's got a flair for the dramatics, and he delivered. Of course, Acevedo coming through too. So Baruch was right there knocking on the door, but again was not able to get a run in. So these things come back to get you at the end of a game, and you scratch your head. So we're not necessarily. We have a pitching change. It looks like we have Ryan Smith in to pitch for the Bearcats. Fazio is just tremendous, Jamal. What more could he have done from a pitcher standpoint? Not really anything. Strikeout-wise, big total. Couple of early, hit by pitch, walks, but the body of work, sensational. But he's been that way all year. Now, as we said, the pressure is on the offense, and they delivered. So we have a new game now, and I wonder once again going into the top of the eighth if John Jay is just going to stay up there swinging, or do they get into situational ball and try and lay down things like bunts and try and manufacture runs. They have not shown anything outside the box up until this inning.
Yeah, Matthew Fazio placed a wonderful game, a sensational game actually. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 5 hits, and 11 strikeouts. 11 strikeouts, people. Now with the pitching change for the Baruch Bearcats, we'd like to see how will.
Yeah, Ryan Smith is a experienced pitcher. You got to come up and back because he's going to throw strikes. You got to come up with a plan. He's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. But now in the late innings, it really comes down to both teams' ability to really have good at bats and not hurt yourself defensively with errors or wild pitches or hit by, because runs are difficult to get now.
Yeah, and that one was almost a close call. You seen how that wild pitch got away from the Bloodhounds. They were fortunate enough to get out that last inning, but that could have spelled disaster for them.
Yeah, this comes down to every pitch, every at bat. Now from here on in is crucial. It's no longer micro, it's macro. So comes down to this. But I wonder if John Jay is going to go away from their attack offensively. And are they going to maybe try and be a little daring?
All right, for the Bloodhounds, you have Dylan Ludano, who gets the single to left field off the first pitch.
That's a good start by John Jay to get the first runner on, and now you can sit back and either set the table or look for one of your big boppers to hit one out. So Baruch has got to be very careful here for stolen bases, for bunts, for wild pitches, pass balls.
Now with the pitch, seems like they're ready to put on the bunt now. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, the bunt here with Buttar coming in from third, unless a muff or something, easy out at first for Baruch, and a chance for John Jay to advance the runner from first. Mauer holding on the runner at first. So it's Buttar's ball if there's a bunt.
And here's the bunt, and he drops it right in over the first. Close play at first, but they were able to get the out.
Yeah, okay, so John Jay successful at advancing the runners. So this is situational baseball. It's small ball. You got a runner on second, one out, and your guy's up now. Your guy that you're hoping can add to his RBI total. C.J. Meyer. Now, do you look for a hit and run from Meyer? Defense, McGrody's playing off second base. Mendoza's back at shortstop.
You have another strike by Ryan Smith.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a good at bat. His head moved. C.J. Meyer. I think Smith is in charge with this at bat. One out. Runner at second.
And the pitch on the right corner just gets it. And we have a call. We have a strikeout for Ryan Smith coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I wondered about that last at bat. Why was there not an attempt to advance the runner to third by John Jay? So now you have two outs. The runner's still at second, and of course the pressure is now on the batter, Juriel Diaz. So again, unsuccessful situational baseball just comes back to get you.
And especially in moments like this where it's the top of the eighth. Woo! The first baseman stops it, and he's able to beat the runner as he slides in.
Boy, that was a very close play.
Yes.
At first, Maurer, wow.
It could have went either way.
Yeah, he knocked it down and kept it at first. Maurer's a very deceiving guy. Doesn't appear to be very athletic, but has made some acrobatic plays at first for Baruch this season, and really given first base some depth for the Bearcats. So we go to bottom of the eighth, a scoring opportunity for John Jay. They didn't get it done, so we go again. Now, where is Rodriguez? He really had a fighting claw last inning. Does he settle down here again like he has done all game? Or has Baruch found a way to get at him? Have they found the formula?
And right now, the Baruch Bearcats, the batter coming up to bat will be.
Yeah, it looks like D'Onofrio. Now, once again, D'Onofrio's job is to get on base. His job is not to hit the home run. That's not him. He's a table setter, capable of doubles, but if we can get a single, a walk is good. And the big guys are lurking very close behind. Okay, so he's got bunt in mind with the third baseman charging in.
Really trying to use those jets and get on first base. Foul tip. The count is now 0-2. Bloodhounds.
I think this first at batter is huge for Rodriguez to get out because he's got to show Baruch that he's recovered from that last inning, that he's in charge. One, two, he's ahead.
Here's the pitch. Just gets under it and pops it up. The right fielder's charging in to make the play, and he slides in and makes the catch over in shallow right center.
That was a very, very difficult play by Charlie Rodriguez. I mean, he really, really had to get on his horse
Yeah.
and hold on to the ball when he hit the ground. So that's a great defensive play for Charlie Rodriguez and John Jay. And getting out your leadoff man for Baruch.
It's like the perfect combination of patience, poise, and as well as speed.
Yeah, defensively, John Jay's been right there today. They have not hurt themselves in the field. They have kept the ball, except for the Hilar home run. Not a lot of threats for Baruch.
And Christian Rodriguez has been helping them a lot. Now we have a hit by the Bearcats. It's going over to the warning tracks. And just off the wall, in for the double, we have J.R. Gilberto Mendoza for the double.
Well, Mendoza getting a double, it's almost you can write it in the book that he's either going to steal third and be successful. So this is a huge opportunity for Baruch and a big problem for John Jay. You had to get Mendoza out because he's the number one base stealing threat for Baruch. Probably one of the great speed guys in the CUNY Conference.
All right, the first pitch is in. The Baruch Bearcats, with one out in the bottom of the eighth, has a runner at second base with Jasdeep Buttar batting. He had an earlier double in the first inning to the opposite way. So, let's see what's going to happen in this at-bat. Just inside, and we have a ball that gets away from the catcher, and Mendoza will advance to third, making him only 90 feet away from taking the lead for the Bearcats.
Yeah, that's hit by pitch, wild pitch, pass ball. Those are the things that hurt you and ultimately lead to games lost. So right now, Baruch is in the driver's seat. Mendoza's at third. You got a very good batter up. 2-1.
2-1.
You just need to make contact, and there's a good chance that Mendoza can score.
This is the moment. 2-1, one out. Christian Rodriguez with the delivery. Jasdeep with the long ball going deep. I think this is going to get him in. The sac fly is on. Mendoza tags up. And he comes home. The Baruch Bearcats take the lead. The score is now 2-1 in the bottom of the eighth inning. The Baruch Bearcats score one more run, and they did it with a nice strategy. First, getting that solid double off the wall, getting the lucky bounce with that pass ball, moving Mendoza over to third, and Jasdeep coming through in the clutch with the sacrifice fly.
Yeah, that's how you win games. You have a runner on third, one out, and just get them home.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how it is. In that case, it was a sacrifice fly. Hey, hit pretty deep, but a 2-1 lead, and you're in the driver's seat. So John Jay was in the driver's seat with Rodriguez. Now Baruch with Smith, they're in the driver's seat.
And, early on in the game, you got to give a lot of credit to Matthew Fazio because it was because of his pitching who got the Baruch Bearcats to this point, and that timely hitting from the Bearcats had put them in the position to get this lead.
Sure, yeah. Well, Fazio's the beginning of the story, and the second part of the story is Baruch waking up.
Right.
Their bats waking up.
All right, the count is now 2-2 with 2 outs. Baruch Bearcats down to their last out in this inning. Here's the pitch by Rodriguez, and we get a hit that looked like it may fall into the gap for the Bearcats. Dan Daley stopping right at second base with the double over into the left center field gap.
Yeah, Dan Daley, a very, very good hitter. Ball over the plate, and he got the most of it. So once again, tale of two stories. Baruch bats sleeping, and they wake up against Rodriguez, who's pitched very well. Here comes the John Jay coach. I don't know if that's it for Rodriguez, but tip your hat to Rodriguez and his effort today. He held Baruch in check. And like what happens, preparation meets luck, and things start to happen. So Baruch took advantage of some opportunities and now leads 2-1. But Rodriguez has been very, very good today.
Yes, indeed, he has. And it's good. I guess the manager is going to trust him out there and leave him out there to get out of this inning for him.
Well, you're going to need him in the playoffs, so you want to try and keep his confidence up and go with him as long as you can. Same thing for Matthew Fazio. But Fazio, again, has proven that, you don't need to work on getting his confidence. He's self-motivated.
And we have the next pitch, and it gets by the third baseman as he makes the dive. Rounding third is Daley, who slides in and is safe. And Edwin St-Hilaire making his way over to second base. The Baruch Bearcats get an insurance run, and the score is now 3-1. Bearcats up with 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job by Hilaire, who, again, home run his last at bat. And big at bat here because now you're giving yourself some separation, 3-1. But remember, going into the playoffs now, players have memories. If John Jay and Baruch play again in the playoffs, Baruch has got the advantage already because they were down and their bats are woke. So Baruch's sending a message now for the upcoming tournament and also sending a message to other teams in CUNY that, hey, we were down, but we got it together and took over the game. So this is all building, or could build, for what's ahead.
And if they could hold on to this win today, they'll be slotted in the 2nd seed for the CUNYAC playoffs, which will be a great accomplishment for the Bearcats this season.
Yeah, it's a new season, but let's face it, that sometimes little things get in guys' heads and prove to be the thing. Now, great job again by Baruch in this inning. Manufacture runs. They take a 3-1 lead. Rodriguez, he lost it or whatever, but if that was his last inning, take your hat off to him. He did a great job, gave his team an opportunity. I look back and question some of the at-bats that John Jay had and their inability to set the table and produce runs and just go up there and hit.
Yeah, I mean,
so they didn't really do that. That's why they have 1 run. So, but again, now Ryan Smith has just got to hold the fort here for Baruch, and he's certainly capable of doing that. I don't look for Coach Torres to go to the bullpen unless something happens where John Jay mounts a threat. But also Smith is capable of getting out of threats, similar to Fazio and, of course, Baruch with Nick D'Angelo coming in from the bullpen. You've had great consistency of guys shutting the door. Just want to mention Ryan Warner, his pitching, sophomore from Long Island. Boy, every time he takes the mound for Baruch, he's been a model of consistency, from the beginning to the end. So Baruch, tremendous depth from a pitching standpoint and more than capable hitting. Very, very well-schooled coaching staff from Coach Torres, Coach Garland, Coach Ozzie. So Baruch is really a contender for taking it all.
And as we're at the top of the ninth inning, the first pitch from Ryan Smith is caught by the shortstop, who throws to first and gets the out. 1 up, 1 down for Ryan Smith off the first pitch of the top of the ninth inning.
Well, that's Mendoza at his best. Mendoza, not at his best, is making an errant throw. But he's got great range and, again, hurts himself sometimes with errant throws. But that was classic Mendoza, what he can do for you.
All right. Ryan Smith with the next pitch. Just low. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out here in the top of the ninth inning. Another call ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 strike, 1 ball. Sorry there. Here's the next pitch. Call strike. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out.
Yeah, you would hope that John Jay would be aggressive in these final at bats, and that's a really good at bat by Napier. Show Napier going to the opposite field, but again actually swinging the bat. So look at what happened. Tough play by Mendoza. John Jay could have had something going here. So let's see, down 2. 1 out. If how John Jay is going to play this.
Yeah, especially with Baruch with Baruch having the tying run coming to the bat to the plate right now.
Yeah, that's foul, but that could have been extra base hit down the line there. So, does John Jay get aggressive and try and move that runner from first in a hit and run or a steal? Again,
right.
you have 1 out, and you need 2 to tie.
Here's the pitch by Ryan Smith. And we get another call strike. The count is now no balls, 2 strikes. And I think in this situation right here, a strikeout would be a good thing. But if we could get the double play ball, that would be magnificent right now.
Sure.
And a tough one there as the ball just bounces off of McNamara. And the runner at first was able to advance.
Yeah, so again, down 2, runner at second, 1 out. Ball 1, strike 2. You gotta watch that runner at second. But you're really concerned with this hitter, the possibility of him hitting it out and tying the game.
With the tying run at the plate, Ryan Smith with the pitch, and it's just high. The count is now 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 1 out here in the top of the ninth, 1 runner at second, and the tying run at the plate. Woo! Ryan Smith with the strikeout. The John Jay Bloodhounds are 2 outs in the top of the ninth, with the Bearcats looking to strike here. Ryan Smith has pitched well so far in relief, and he has an opportunity to close out this game for his team.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can ask for a guy from the bullpen is to close it out. Again, that runner at second, that's not the big story. The big story is the hitter up now, because he represents the tying run for John Jay.
And we have a fly ball. The center field measuring up and gets under it. And there you have it, people. The Baruch Bearcats are the number 2 seed in this year's CUNYAC playoffs. With the win today, 3-1, the Bearcats walk away victorious with the winning pitcher, Matthew Fazio.
So that was a tale of 2 games from the Baruch standpoint. Bats was sleeping, and then all of a sudden they woke up and doors open, and for John Jay's pitcher Rodriguez, who was cruising, all of a sudden the Bearcats took over the game and were able to extend to a 3-1 lead. And, of course, Ryan Smith from the bullpen shutting down John Jay. And that's been a story of Baruch this year. Great pitching, opportunistic pitching. But, again, we were a little worried about the hitting until they did decide to wake up. And, of course, take your hat off to Edward St. Hilaire, his 4th home run. And, of course, he has a flair for the dramatics, especially game-winning dramatics. So Baruch tomorrow comes back to play a doubleheader, but again in the seeding, second place is there. So Coach Torres should be very happy with today's performance. But again, don't get into a comfort zone.
Right.
Every game, still you got to bring it and don't take anything for granted. John Jay, good job. Don't take them for granted. You may see them
right back again.
A week from today. So lot to be happy for if you're Baruch. Don't put your head down, John Jay. You gave a great effort a week from now.
Yes, and we look forward to that for the rest of the playoffs for the Bearcats, as they're now the number 2 seed, and we look to see them go far in this playoffs. The biggest battle is going to be College of Staten Island, but the biggest battle is your opponent that's in front of you until you could get to that next play. So for Jamal and my co-host Joe here, the Bearcats walk away victorious tonight, 3-1, and they are your number 2 seed in the CUNYAC Conference playoffs. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.